Got an interesting one for you today. So basically, this video, I'm recording the intro like 3 or 4 days later to what it is. It was a off-the-cuff one. I was having some issues with my fork, so we decided to go to 4-play cycles. I've been meaning to learn how to do a lower leg service myself, but I keep bottling it. So basically, what I decided to do was ask Adam to show me, and I thought, what a good idea to show you lot as well how easy it can be done. It makes a world of difference once it's done, having that fresh oil. You should have one every 50 hours or so, because basically as you're riding, you imagine it, you're getting used to it deteriorating, so you don't really notice because it's going down and down and down. But if you keep doing it more regularly, you'll just be riding it at its peak performance. Anyway, no more waffling on, let's go straight into the shop and crack on with this tutorial video. Hopefully by the end of it you'll have a bit of confidence. Hardly any tools needed, really simple and straightforward. Depending on your seals condition, you might not need to replace the seals. Would recommend it, but I didn't have any, we didn't have any in the shop, but I just wanted to show you the video. And even without new seals, just a bit of lube, grease, clean in the right places, it's fantastic. Enjoy the video, take care everyone. So it has to be upside down, does it?
No. I always wanted to do is just take everything off it, just so I can get it to the fork, because what I want to do is...
Yeah, I would have definitely done it wrong. Yeah.
Sweet, that's all solid, that's all on there. This is where, if you're at home,
yeah,
you could take absolute ages doing this. But
yeah, just like
I'm doing it a bit fast.
Yeah, you're like the hairdresser. Whereas when my missus cut my hair in COVID, it took her about an hour. Well, probably longer, and it wasn't good.
Still got off it. Just the arm key under there.
Tell you know what you're doing.
4 cycles. Fantastic. I don't want to be in a position where I can't put your bike back together and you're going away. It's not going to pour out just yet, so I'm just going to use the bolts. So plastic side that handle.
Plastic side. Right, and that releases it from the inside.
Well, hopefully. Just back it off a little bit more. Sometimes you can push it with your thumb. See it going in.
Oh yeah.
And there'll be a point when I feel like it's free now. There we go. It's free now. Yeah. And that one's free.
Wow. Yeah.
Them out.
What's that?
Just for memory, everything on the air side, everything on the damper side.
Right. Ah, that's a good shout. So you know what side's what.
Yeah. So if you put the catch can.
Oh, at least there's some oil coming out of it anyway.
No, not a lot of oil.
Not. So there's not been a lot of oil in my fork. At least it's worked.
Oh, that should do it now. Anything we drip, we'll just wipe up.
Yeah. I think one of the main points is to people that like a good point that you said is you don't necessarily need a damper upgrade.
Yeah.
Because someone that gets a damper upgrade will also get the oil done at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So they won't know the difference.
Yeah, true.
So get like a lower leg service.
Oh, definitely. Like
before you go and upgrade your damper.
Yeah, nice fresh oil, everything clean, nice grease in the fork. It's going to work $1 million, and it's going to be more noticeable than any upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people it obviously masks that if you've had a damper upgrade. Don't get me wrong, do damper upgrades.
Yeah, that's it, masking.
But actually the performance, it's a good time to check any
kinks and stuff.
Damage in there. I think that's just fly strikes.
Yeah, fly strikes because it's on the top.
Got a bit of damage on your fork like there.
Oh yeah.
Good chance to have a look and see what's...
Yeah, not too bad though, is it?
We have like epoxy touch-up kits you can kind of cover any chips and scratches with.
Yeah.
So you basically put epoxy resin, you let it harden for 48 hours, 24 hours, and then flatten it, and you wouldn't know the damage was there.
Oh, right.
Cleanliness is your friend. So normally, is this a lyric?
Lyric.
Normally we'd have nice fresh seals, but we're just gonna reuse these.
Yeah. I think the seals will be alright.
You caught me with the pants down, I didn't know I was doing a fork service tonight.
So,
like, despite all the riding you've been doing,
yeah,
the story is generally told here. I'll show you a little bit closer.
Right, yeah.
So they are dry.
Right.
They should be coated in oil.
Right, should they?
And in fact, I can't even squeeze to realise them. So they are.
Oh, they are bone dry.
They are dry. So I'll show you what we do with them. Again, we would normally replace them, but in a good sign, if you look inside here, this is like a concave, convex shape.
Yeah.
I don't know which way around it is. Sorry, science teacher. But it holds grease. You see there's grease in there.
Oh, yeah.
And your grease is still in there.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, so whatever you've been doing is right. I've wiped the grease out, that one, so you can see the kind of shape.
Oh, yeah.
But the grease is still in there, and the amount of forks that I see where people pressure wash and it just pushes the grease and all the crap down into the fork.
Yeah.
The other thing to look at, these are your bushings.
Yeah, I've really never washed them.
Yeah.
I've always kept.
Well, that
down.
in my opinion is the right way, but the bushings look fantastic as well.
Do they?
Yeah, there's
Excellent.
no uneven wear on the bushings. So we're just doing like a visual inspection of everything at the moment and giving everything a bit of a clean.
That's really good. So that goes to show I worked it out on Strava. I've done about 300 hours on those, but I've been very careful with them.
Yeah.
Never washed them. Yeah. I've used that muck off silky suspension.
Yeah.
And it's obviously kept them in good nick.
Yeah, it's done its job.
Yeah. I thought they were going to be a right state somewhere.
Yeah.
But
if you were doing a proper service, what you'd do now is you'd pop them out. So you would use a open-ended spanner or a tie lever, and they just pop out, and then you just push new ones in with a tube of some kind. So there's proper tools for doing it, but as long as you've got a tube to push them in evenly, you would be able to do this at home.
Yeah.
And yeah, once those oil seals are out, if you put a rag down the inside and push a dowel up, you can get them a bit cleaner. But as we're doing a quick service,
and they look quite good anyway, don't
they?
They
do look good, yeah. I'm not that worried about them.
Anyone watching this video will be able to have the confidence to do it themselves.
Do it yourself. This is a service that you should be able to really do at home for it. Not that confident mechanic should be able to tackle this. It's not hard. You're not going to get into trouble where you can't kind of recoup yourself.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have to go online because I can't remember what oil goes in your fork.
Different oils for different forks then?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Easy.
Oh, and these dry seals, you're going to make them
So
nice and moist again.
Again, pop these in whatever you want if you've got a little dish or something.
Yeah.
But that's what they should look like when they're nicely soaked.
Oh, that's a big difference. They've gone from like white dry to oily greasy.
So let's clean that.
Use only RockShox, SRAM and Maxima suspension oils fluids.
Does it say what weight and what volume to put in there?
What happens if someone got the amount of oil wrong?
The fork would just feel different because you're taking up volume inside the fork.
Ah, right, yeah, of course.
Push. I think having the seals lubricated will make it feel different. So you'll see we also have strand butter to lubricate the seals. Now you did have grease in there, but it'll be past its best.
Yeah.
Although it's still in there doing its job, protecting the fork from stuff bypassing the seal.
Yeah.
But yeah, fresh oil feels nice. Old oil feels. If it's got water in it, you can feel friction in the oil. I mean, I can tell now that I've touched fresh oil that I've got fresh oil on my hands straight away. So I'm going to go with the stock configuration of 30cc and 10cc, based upon what it's telling me for the lyric, basically. And anyone, again, can use this website. This isn't a shop thing. This is open to anyone. But what we're going to do now is these have soaked. Again, I'd probably like to soak them a bit longer, but this will do.
Yeah, hell of a lot better.
Yeah. So you're going to get oily doing this. So yeah, if you can see, just want to straighten them out. You don't want them dragging on anything.
Yeah.
There. So that one's seated just nice.
Oh yeah.
You can wash these.
Can you? How would you wash them?
Soak them in a bit of degreaser and stuff like that. I don't actually think there's
and then do your fresh oil if you wanted to do like a longer job.
Yeah, I don't think ultimately the seal kits are that expensive. You probably get your foams for about £15 or something like that.
Yeah, so anyone wanting to do this and do a DIY, get the seal kits and take your time.
That's what you should be buying, like a seal kit, and it'll come with everything.
So anyone fancying trying this, just get one of them and take your time. Enjoy doing it yourself.
So all I'm doing is just wiggling it around just till it seats into place. Basically, if it's sitting proud when you look down of it, when you slide it onto the fork, it'll push it into this void, and it won't be doing what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
So it's worth spending a bit of time getting it. And in fact, soaking it oil helps it to stay in place as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right, this is ultimately my top tip. If you want a hack for doing this, and not many people do this, wipe the oil out of the seal,
Right.
not out of the foam. And again, I'm going to come back to this again. I'm just going to with the worst I can with the shop towel. And the reason why I do this is the cleaner this seal is, and you want it, I mean, I know this is a dirty rag, but I'll go over it with a clean one in a second. The cleaner and drier and freer from oil it is when you put the grease in, the grease can stay in there.
Right.
Whereas if you put the grease on top of oil, it doesn't stay put, it comes out much easier.
Right, that makes sense.
So yeah, so you want it just nice clean rubber, and you can see then the towel is clean.
Yeah. And then the grease will stay in place.
Yeah, lots of people misunderstand that step there.
Right.
But you want those seals to be clean and dry and free from the oil now.
And essentially a better performing fork for a longer time.
Yeah, yeah, the oil to stay put, it's not sitting on top of oil. So like I say, the seal is convex. Can we work out whether it's convex or concave? Which is it?
Oh, I don't know. No idea.
The seal's convex or concave, whichever I'm going to go with. And that's the reason it retains the grease. So even though it's flat when you look down it, the grease is retained in the seal.
Right.
And that creates a better watertight seal as well, and stops as much dirt going in, but also gives us nice constant lubrication.
Sweet.
So you can see it just sits perfectly in that little void created by the by the convex shape.
So there's so many things on this why you should basically get your lower leg service done more regularly. Better performing fork. And if you don't fancy doing it to yourself, just bring it to 4-play cycles.
It's easy. Do it. Have a go
Really,
yourself.
really good.
And I'll pick up the pieces when you make a mistake.
It's just good to get people trying things. And because not everyone dares do things, but you don't try, you never know, do you?
Don't be frightened of doing this. This is not a... It looks scarier than it is. I think because you're playing with something that's quite expensive, I suppose, but it really isn't that difficult, and it's designed to be done. You should be doing this regularly.
Yeah.
To get the best out of the suspension and to make it last as well. Do all that for me. You're going to get an oily hand. So we're going to guide, seal, it's the fiddly bit. There. There.
Well done.
There we go.
Oh, like butter.
Yeah, so it
Strong
should
butter.
slide nice and there. In fact, that's beautiful. So that's sliding real.
Wow, oh my god, you can
Nice
tell
and
the
smooth.
difference.
So we need to leave a void. So
Yeah.
we're going to pull the fork down a little bit. We're going to raise it because we're going to put some oil now
Yeah.
into the fork.
Yeah. Quality. Yeah, do you know one thing? I let the pressure out my fork and I pumped it up, and every now and then it would jolt up a bit more like it was sticking.
That's stiction.
Stiction.
Yeah,
It was,
that's exactly what.
and I was like, there's something not right
Yeah,
here.
that's the best description of stiction that you could possibly describe to someone. Yeah, the fork juddering, it's not.
It's like the pressure made it jump up every now and then. It was going
Yeah,
do,
absolutely.
do, do, after I let all the pressure out the fork, basically. And I was like, yeah, that's not right. It should be going up smooth as I was putting the pressure in. Because I looked in the air chamber because I was like, oh, something's not right with the fork.
So with my absolute rubbish syringe,
Yeah, one you can get from Boots.
yeah, 10cc of oil. Oh, fail. I see why I've not used it. Right. I'll have to edit.
Yeah.
I wonder what fork I've been servicing with that syringe. So oil, one leg.
So you're pulling the fork now
So the next bit we're going to pull the fork
by the fork arch.
until the bolts are flush. Okay,
Right.
so then we're going to remember which bolts went where.
Yeah, so line the bolts up from the respective side on the right side.
Yeah. So you don't want to get them mixed up because you need to be able to adjust the damper side so the correct bolts have to go into the correct places. Now these, I think, are 5 to 7 Newton meters. If you haven't got a torque wrench at home, 5 to 7 Newton meters isn't that tight, and I'll show you. That's probably where I would do 5 to 7 Newton meters if you haven't got a torque wrench. I would thoroughly recommend people get torque wrenches.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't like to gauge the fact that I've just got that. In fact, I need batteries for our torque wrench. Perfect, but I know I've done that many forks. I know how tight they need to be. So we'll just put the damper back in. Again, doesn't have to be tight. We're just going to nip it up. And if you're feeling kind...
Oh, and remember your rebound settings. I think I was on 11.
You can go back in. Normally, what I do is normally write on the towel
Yeah.
what all the settings are. I don't know what it is about the RockShox oil. Just makes RockShox come up really nice.
It's like a nice cleaning, polishing thing.
They look like brand new.
Yeah.
You got some of this at home?
Yeah, that's good stuff. That
Yeah, so we just...
smells really good as well. That
Smells like bubblegum.
muck off silky suspension. You've seen me using that on a few shorts, if you've ever seen it. Really good. And maybe that's what's helped keep my forks in quite good condition, because I use that every other ride, say. And I never wash the forks. I always just get the muck off with a microfiber cloth.
This will have helped your seals as well.
Mud guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
massively. Oh, you feel them? Tell me they don't feel good now.
Oh my god, that is so different. They go down so much smoother. I was considering getting a whole new, I've told you, didn't I? And a whole new damper, the upgraded 3.1 thing. But literally, it's like having a new fork with that. That is super, super smooth. And what's that going to translate to on the trail and riding?
Small bump sensitivity will be increased because now the fork can function as
Move,
it is designed
go
to.
up and down easier without that
You
stiction.
will possibly need to slow your rebound down a little tiny bit now because you'll shoot through you'll utilise your travel a bit better, maybe a bit of compression.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of air pressure to support yourself a little bit better, but now the fork can do what it was designed to do unimpeded.
Yeah.
A good top tip as well. If you've got a tub of grease in your workshop, little paintbrush, saves you get your hands dirty all the time.
Yeah. I know from the odd bit I've done in the makeshift garage, I've used my fingers.
Top cap, we're only ever just preloading.
Just preloading. I would just like a slight bit of
barely
tension.
anything. All you're doing, all the preload does is just compress the headset and the spacers. If you've got any play, and the way to feel by play is by pulling your front brake when you've got the wheel on and rocking it backwards and forwards. And if you've got play, loosen the stem bolts and tighten this. But like I say, just incrementally. It doesn't have to be outrageously tight. It's very, very rare that any stem is 6mm.
Weird, isn't it?
But hats off to Bergtech for having a 6mm. I don't know whether it's just by absolute luck that you've ended up with 6mm stem and a 6mm top cap.
I know that's quite handy because before they were different.
One of my bikes, I went out of my way and bought every bolt on to be exactly the same bolt, just as to see if it could be done.
Quality.
Yeah, and when I went out on the trail, my trail tool consisted of one Allen key.
That's sick. That's so much better.
It was stupid, but it was just a fingers up to the cycle tray.
Yeah. Trick stuff German, right? Yeah.
German, absolute premium. Like,
yeah.
Beyond.
I've heard the brakes like go on sale every now and then, but then they go. Is that right?
Oh god, I'm going to get so wound up by blooming Allen keys today. And the good thing about using the right tools for some of these things is you can't actually put the wrong amount of torque on for the size of the bolt. So that's another good key for your customers.
Right.
If you tried to do that with a massive big Allen key,
you could way over torque it.
So the tools generally will only allow the correct torque for the size of bolt that you're putting on. There's a rough guide again if you're not sure. There you go. I think that's that.
And that is, when you're a pro, how quick, or with a bit of practice, you can do a lower leg service. Don't put it off. Have a think about how many hours you've been riding your bike and the potential internal damage, lack of performance on the trail or mountain. So do it yourself. If not, bring it to the shop and get it done, because already I can tell the difference of how smooth it goes up and down, which means I can probably go for a bit more air pressure and really get more out of the fork basically. Give it the old press down test, see how smooth it is. How does that feel? It looks really good.
You got the fork quite firm as well.
Yeah.
If it was around.
Right, so just giving it a little test ride. Oh my god. Oh my god, it feels buttery. Absolutely buttery. That is like having a new fork on that, I swear to god. Like a totally different fork. That's incredible. I know you said it makes a big difference, so that's it. A good way to think of it is, if you're not lubricating your fork, you're just getting used to the new feeling of it riding after ride as it's degrading, the performance is going down. So if you're changing it more regularly, you're getting used to it riding at its peak, and it's probably going to help you riding as well. There we go, a lower leg service and a super fast one as well. I think it took adding 35-40 minutes ish, somewhere around there, which is mega. Obviously you can take a lot longer if you want to change the seals and all the rest of it, but yeah, even that has made a total world of difference, night and day. It's like having a new fork on it, totally. Excellent. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.